Okay, so now we've got a basic web page started. Not products listed yet, but we're going to get to that. We're making it, but let's make it look a little prettier by importing in or installing the Bootstrap framework to clean up the way things look. This looks a little squished and so forth, so I'm gonna call in a Bootstrap framework to make things look a little cleaner for me. All right, so I still have my server running. You can hit Control-C to stop your browser, or you can create another, I'm going to use this plus sign and create another terminal window so I can keep my browser running at the same time. And I'm going to click on New Terminal so I have two running at the same time. So here I can go back and forth. There's my current server running. And then I can go back to where I was here. And so here, make sure you're in the correct folder. So I am in the Angular starter files. This is where I've been creating my project. And so I'm going to type in npm install and type the word Bootstrap and let that run. So that is bringing in the dependency files. So actually downloading the dependency files I need for Bootstrap. And so sing a song. You don't want to hear me sing a song. Twiddle your thumbs and wait for it to install. And there we go. So it didn't actually, if you look at your page, nothing pretty is happening yet because we didn't actually put the Bootstrap files into our project yet, but the dependency files have been downloaded. So if we look under Node Modules folder, and I'm going to close up Angular, and I scroll down far enough, scroll, and I get to, eventually, keep scrolling. Oh, I don't see anything installed. So I'm going to click on the refresh button here, refresh. And look again. Oh, there's the Bootstrap. So now I see the Bootstrap files have been installed as my dependency files. I'm going to click on Bootstrap. I'm going to click on this DIS distribution, click on, and then CSS. And you're going to see, this is maybe what you usually link to with the CDN, but here our files are local, meaning that I would like to apply my bootstrap.min.css CSS page to my index, to my style sheet. So we use import, meaning I'll leave this open as a visual. I think I will, so I don't need to see you. But what I am going to do is scroll down through all of the Node Modules files, and I'm going to pull up my, let's see, I'm in the wrong place here, sorry. Let me close Node Modules. And then I need to open up my source files, and I need to go to the styles.css. So we have the index in the source because that's the first page that gets rendered when the browser gets when the browser comes up and goes to the website. The index is always the first page that gets rendered. And because we've put in our app component, that's how we know about what to put into our index. Similarly, we have this style sheet. And so in our style sheet, we're going to click on the style sheet. And the style sheet is our global style sheet, if you will. It's the style sheet that applies to our whole project. And at the very top here, you can put it underneath your comment, but this import needs to be at the very top of your style sheet. In other words, if you put this import down here below, we're using an @import directive here. This will not work if it's down below. So you need to make sure that it's the very first statement on your CSS. We're going to type @import, and if you remember that path that we just looked at, so we're going to put that path in here to import that style sheet. And that path, we're going to put tilde, which means, in our case, just go look at the Node Modules, and then we're going to type in the folder, which was Bootstrap. We're going to put the dist, the CSS, and then the name of that file, which was bootstrap.min.css, and make sure you end this with a semicolon. And what you're doing then effectively is you're importing that style sheet onto the top of our styles.css sheet, and now you have access to all of the Bootstrap classes that you have been accustomed to using Bootstrap. And so now if you look at your page, it should look, well, Bootstrap. It's got all of the CSS Bootstrap classes associated with it. If you look in the HTML file, and therefore our page looks beautiful. So we'll, in the next video, start adding on the products.